How's everybody doing today? It is March 28th, and here is a follow-up article and a follow-up video to the cargo ship, right, that is stuck in the Suez Canal, right, that they're trying to tell you was done by winds, okay, that the wind was too strong, it had a crosswind, and that, it got pinned in there, right? Well, check this article out, okay? It says, Suez Canal blockage could intensify. Shipping delays lead to shortages of toilet paper, coffee, and other consumer goods. So here we go again, everybody. Here goes the toilet paper. Here goes everybody running out to get the toilet paper, right? How many times do they have to pull off these types of scams that people just do not realize it, right? How many millions and millions, maybe billions with a B of dollars do you think they're gonna make just in the next few days, a week, whatever? People running to buy this stuff because they're being told that there's gonna be a shortage of goods, right? So whether there is or there isn't, it doesn't matter. They're gonna run and go do it. This is how they make millions and millions off of the storms, right? Hurricane comes in, right? They say it's going to hit Miami, right? The people in Miami run out. They buy generators. They buy food. They do this. They buy everything they can, right? Then they change the storm track. Oh, it's not going to hit Miami no more. Now it's just going to go through into the Gulf, and it's not going to touch Miami at all, okay? Well, then now it's going to hit Louisiana, so now the people in Louisiana go and do it. Same thing. Spend all their money getting food, plywood, protecting their homes, buying food, generators, gas, the same thing, right? Then they can just change it again. Now it's going to hit Texas. You get my point. It's just massive amounts of money that they're able to make off of these types of scenarios that they do it, okay? And this one is on a whole nother level because this, we know that it is them setting it all up, right? For the fall, the Great Reset. I mean, this is all happening. It's all tied in together with, the jabs, 57, and, the economy going to everything is tied together. It says, the blockage of the Suez Canal by a skyscraper-sized cargo ship could worsen months-long snarls in the global supply chain, causing shortages of products such as toilet paper, coffee, and furniture in the U.S. Okay, so here is the ship. I guess that's a picture. It almost doesn't really look like a normal picture. It looks, almost like a drawing the way that it's done, the way that it is. But once again, there's your evergreen, just perfect, right? Oh, and it says, about 10% of the worldwide trade passes through the canal, or nearly $10 billion of goods daily. Yeah, that's right, with a B. It says, there are virtually no alternative routes for shipping goods from Asia to Europe. As a result, imports to the U.S. from Europe could be delayed, and the blockage could prevent empty shipping containers from being returned to Asia, compounding a worldwide container shortage sparked by the pandemic and rising consumer demand. So here we go. Hold on a second. Now they're going to go back and say, right, look at that there is a worldwide container shortage as well, right, due to the pandemic, right? Just like we had a nationwide coin shortage, and we had, an aluminum shortage, and everything that they have been able to twist and manipulate due to this so-called, pandemic, right? It goes on. It says, although U.S. imports from Asia generally traverse the Pacific Ocean to California, delays of parts sent from Asia to Europe could push back deliveries of finished products from Europe to the U.S. A blockage that's cleared within days is unlikely to slow shipments, but the effects would be more severe if the crisis drags on for weeks. Okay, so when you're hearing that right there, right, you would think they want this out of here as fast as possible, right? Let me show you what they're doing to get it out. Check this out. This is their grand plan right here. This is what they're using to get out. Yes, that little excavator, and I'm not saying it's a little excavator, it's up against a humongous, next to that cargo ship, so it looks small, but one excavator, that's it? You're going to sit there and take just some bucket loads, and you're going to, people, if you don't see that they don't want that thing, that they don't want it to move, I mean, you really have to be looking at this completely, upside down, right? Because it's that obvious, like, They don't want it to go. They'll move it when they want to move it, and they will build up the hype. They'll do whatever they have to do. They will, make everybody run out and get toilet paper again and coffee and everything else, right? It says, Suzano, a Brazilian company that accounts for about a third of the global supplies of hardwood pulp, which is used to make toilet paper, told Bloomberg the container crunch already poses the risk of supply snags. Most producers of Robusta coffee used in Nescafe ship the product through the canal. A coffee shortage would mostly affect Europe but could ripple worldwide, according to Bloomberg and Business Insider. Coffee roasters on the continent already were struggling to get supplies from Vietnam, and the coffee beans Europe imports from East Africa and Asia flow through the Suez Canal, so everything goes through there, right? Says, and booming furniture sales amid the pandemic's work-from-home trend have pushed back deliveries by months. A logjam worsened by congestion at California ports, according to the Business Insider. The Suez snarl could intensify backups. I mean, I think they're pushing this narrative bad. Here we go. Get ready for your gas, fuel, oil, everything to start skyrocketing even more. Oil shipments also may become ensnared in the crisis, right? What is this? What? Order out of chaos, right? Never let a good crisis go to waste. About 1.9 million barrels of oil a day go through the canal, according to Lloyd's List, a shipping journal. That's about 7% of all seaborne oil. The closure could affect shipments of oil and natural gas from the Mideast to Europe and nudge crude and gasoline prices higher. Pump prices already have climbed because of a winter storm that shut down Texas refineries and a switch by refineries to more expensive summer gasoline blends. Right? They're already climbed because of what? Oh, a winter storm in Texas. Weather manipulation, weather modification, right? How many times do you see exactly what they're doing? This is all planned over and over and over again, okay? Okay, really quick, I want to show you something that is unbelievable to me. Something that I just kept seeing over and over in the last, really pretty much in the last week, but in the last 10 days, we'll just say. Okay, you see right here where it says about 1.9 million barrels of oil go through, the canal right here. That was part of this story. The 1.9, watch this, okay? Please, watch. Started at the 1.9 trillion stimulus, right? The thing that just got approved in the United States. Okay, let's keep going. Watch this. Pedco announces successful new wells and adds 1.9 million in cash through sale of non-core assets. That's on the 23rd. These are almost all within the last few days. This one, the average Iowan could only last 1.9 days without their cell phone. U.S. Senator Patty Murray seeks a $1.9 billion boost for Sound Transit expansion. That's the oldest one at March 18th. District 65 School Board approves $1.9 million in cuts for FY22. New York passes law guiding LIBOR transition for $1.9 trillion in debt. Lunar Pier police chief pushes for passage of $1.9 million levy to support police operations 3 days ago. 2 days ago, Dollar General upscale pop shelf path to $1.9 billion. 3 days ago, Rapid City Regional Airport receives $1.9 million in state funds to develop new air service. 5 days ago, Goldman Sachs sees the 10-year Treasury yield at 1.9% by year end. 4 days ago, Spain announces $1.9 billion audiovisual hub plan to power up Spanish film TV production. 2 days ago, why is Clean Harbors CLH down 1.9% since last earnings report? Every one of these, 1.9. So I went, they love their numbers, right? I went and I looked up 19, okay? And guess what 19 means? Slaughter. Everybody, I don't think that's a coincidence. There was a reason that it kept sticking out to me, and then I finally looked into it, and I cannot believe that. I mean, look at that. They're putting it right in our face. 19, 1.9 everything, the 19 slaughter. They're leading us to the slaughter by all this stuff right here. Every bit of it, right? It doesn't matter what it is. They're leading the sheep to slaughter. Alright, let's get back into this, but I had to show you that. It says, and the global shipping network has been clogged even as consumer demands has picked up along with an easing pandemic. Some factories in the U.S. and abroad are still shuttered while many others are running at partial capacity because of employee CV-19 cases or social distancing requirements. It says ports, warehouses, and trucking companies are also gripping with worker absences, and CV jab deliveries are taking up shipping capacity. I'm wondering if, that'll be one of the next things too, that, the jabs can't get through, that there's a ton that are supposed to come on a new cargo ship, or, what I'm saying. Where else are they going to go with this is what I'm getting at. We know most of it right here. They're going to skyrocket all your prices. Not only that, you're going to, you're pushing fear, pushing more and more fear every day. Oh, it says, containers are piling up at the ports which don't have the workers to store and move them. And congested ports have lengthened the time it takes truckers to pick up or drop off the containers. See, so they are literally putting all this together. They have been, every single day you get a new thing that's showing you fear, showing you panic, and it's not going to stop. I mean, here, look at this really quick. I want to show you this really fast. Look at some of these headlines, okay? This is mainstream news, okay? Look at this. Let's go to it right here, okay? There's like 5, but here you go. You have an Oklahoma hostage standoff. Okay, so this is going on right now. Look at this. The hostage situation ends at Oklahoma County Jail. Inmate shot and killed. Okay? Look at stabbing in Canada. Okay? 1 dead, 5 wounded in a stabbing at a Vancouver library. Suspect is in custody. Okay, let's keep going. These are not, I didn't search for this. Okay, these are just your main stories that if you just go to the, the search engine and you'll get these. Oh, there's another one. Hold on. It's on here. And, really fast, I am going to do a follow-up video on this that I had already done. I was asked by a subscriber to do a video on this, and it is just horrible over there in Myanmar. They killed over 100, look at this, over 100 protesters got killed. These are innocent people. These are people just fighting for their rights, okay? But I just wanted to show you, it's really, really bad over there. Please pray for, these people, okay? Here's another one. Look at, they're saying, oh, look, remember this so-called mass shooting, right, that had, FF written all over it, right? But he passed the background check, the gun owner says. So what does that mean? Now they got to go even deeper, right? Because the background checks are not good enough. So this will set a precedent. They will use this story right here. They will then, go and change the laws, tweak the laws, put in new legislature, they'll put in all these new bills, and it will once again take away more of your, rights, more of your freedoms, everything, and it'll set a precedent that they'll just continue to build off of, okay? Here's another one, okay? Your Indonesia church blast, okay? Look, this is all happening. These were all stories pushed in the last few hours, okay? Explosion rocks Indonesia church compound on Palm Sunday, right? Look at, no churchgoers were killed, but at least 19 people were injured, police said. Did you catch that? There's another 19. It is everywhere. So you can see it's just one story after another where they're pushing fear, pushing the same agendas that they've been pushing for the last, decades, right? And all we can do is continue to share this information. If there's anything you'd like me to make a video on or talk about in a video, please leave it down in the comments below, and I will do my best. A subscriber asked about making a video about Jamaica. I looked into that, and I'm still working on it, so I just want him to know that. I will get that out as soon as I can. So if there's anything else that you all would like to talk about, you can always email me as well. My email is Erik, rid2910@gmail.com, and you can email me anytime, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Alright, everybody, stay safe, stay strong. Remember, protect your family at all costs. This is not about fear. This is just about being prepared as much as we possibly can be. Stay safe. We'll talk to you soon. God bless.